we're live. Well, we're not live. But I'm live. Y'all be watching this a little later. Shit. Having me a little late night snack, man. Thought I'd talk to y'all while I'm having my snack. Y'all know I usually would let y'all see me get my juice on, but it's too late for me getting that crunk right now, family. So just having a couple of mangoes. Got 2 mangoes, 2 apples, a orange, a lemon, nice big sprig of ginger, a little spring water to dilute it. And that's it, man. Good shit. That shit is delicious too. But yeah, I just want to talk to y'all, man, while I just meditate on some shit. Just thinking about the state of our young brothers, man, and sisters. Just us as a people, period. Like, 'cause, you know, for those who want, for all my twit face people, y'all might have seen that I put posted that Patrice O'Neal shit yesterday. Well, I shared it or whatever. Yeah, man, 'cause that shit kind of tripped me out. Like, should just be like out of the blue, like, you know. Same with the Heavy D thing, and that's how I found out about it, man. What made it so crazy? I was just reading the story on Heavy D's funeral, looking at the little pictures, and next thing I know, I'm checking out a story about Patrice O'Neal. So it just caught me off guard because the brother's so young, and you be seeing these people, and you know, even where I'm at in my journey right now, like knowing what I know about health and all that, I still don't just look at people all the time and be like, oh no, they about to die. Like, you can't look at somebody and tell that. Like, just from them being fat and shit. Like, just being fat don't always mean that, you know, you about to collapse. So I see, you know, I never even thought about that when I looked at dude. It never crossed my mind that he was having some kind of health issues. But it should have crossed my mind, because it's like, you can't really be overweight without having some kind of health issues. Even if you in denial about them, or even unaware of that what you're going through is a health problem. You might just be ignoring your symptoms, thinking this is something just gonna go away after a while. Many of us live like that. But these brothers young, man. That's what fucked me up about it. Like, 41 years old. That's too young, man, to be having strokes and collapsing from heart attacks and all this kind of crazy shit. I'm just wondering what's going on with the OGs, man. What's happening when we get past 40? Like, I know it's a lot of hype around that age. Like, people automatically start trying to tell you what's going to go wrong with you. Like, they prepare you for that at least 10 years in advance. You got somebody older than you telling you about all the shit that's going to break down on you. And that's, you know, all these things are based on your experience. You had to see somebody else older breaking down, and they had to tell you that the reason why they breaking down is because of their age. For you to even have that kind of example to look forward to. See, I got different examples. Well, you can't tell me that shit. I hear people all the time. I hear it all the time. Oh, wait till you get my age. And it's hard to reach somebody when they're a certain age. You know, 'cause that's the first thing they gonna say. Well, you ain't there yet, so you don't know. Just wait till you get my age. Wait till you... And, you know, I just tell that shit to Dr. Sabi, or Dr. Africa, or Dr. Pukram, or the numerous other people who are twice your age who doing way better than you, better than me in many cases. So them the type of examples I have, so I don't fall for all that. And, you know, that's to my younger people. You don't accept that as part of your reality. You decide how you gonna spend the next 10 years of your life. Don't let nobody else decide that for you based on their inability to take care of themselves. And just goes to show that, you know, like I was saying earlier, that you can't just always look at somebody and tell. We think because people are active and happy, laughing, doing their shows and they performing, whatever they doing, they seem to be living productive lives, and the next thing you know, they just collapse. Like Guru, which he didn't, I don't think he just collapsed. I think he was sick for a while. But looking at Guru, when last time I saw him, I thought he was in perfect shape. Like he was in the best shape of his life. If I was just to go by what I saw, you know what I'm saying? And this is where it gets tricky, because you can pretty much diagnose somebody who's overweight or who got some obvious uh, physical manifestations. You can look in somebody's eyes sometime and tell if there's something wrong with them, or look at their skin. These are telltale signs. But sometimes you got some internal shit going on that ain't manifested on the outside. You might just be having headaches and other symptoms, pains and aches and shit. Only things that you're only you're aware of. But it's always a warning. These ain't no flukes and no accidents. Brothers ain't just dying. We need to stop thinking like this is just shit that happens. Like that's really the point I was trying to make. Like it's not just part of being 40 that you got to worry about prostate cancer or heart attack or a stroke. 40, like that's crazy. Like I don't know what y'all consider old, but that's very young to me. Especially since that ain't too far from my age. Like I told y'all before, don't let the smooth taste fool you. Shit, I ain't no motherfucking youngster. So, this shit kind of trips me out, you know, when I see brothers close to my age collapsing from these old people damn diseases. Shit that used to be old people diseases, but now it's people way younger falling victim to this shit. And you know, that's part of the reason why a lot of us think 40 ain't that young to go through that. You might think he is about at the right age to have a stroke, but that's bullshit. Just because you see a lot of other people walking around sick and fucked up early on in life, that don't mean that's the way it's supposed to be. It's the difference between normal and natural. A lot of shit is normal now. It's not natural. Just because a lot of people are doing it, that might make it normal. But that ain't the natural state of events. So, I want all, you know, my OGs, my 80s babies, think about that. Cause it kind of felt like a hip hop loss. Like, dude you can tell he from the era, you know what I'm saying? He's a comedy kind of go hand in hand with hip hop, with music, period. It always has. That nightclub scene. You know? So, I know dude is from that era. I could tell. I ain't never really been a fan of his, but I already knew, you know, he was a peer of mine. So, I just wanted to, you know, stress that to the brothers from my era, that you can't keep doing the same things you was doing when you was 20 years old. Like, you gotta switch it up, just for simple biological reasons. Your metabolism ain't what it used to be. Neither is the shit that you're eating. You know, everybody done heard your grandmama or somebody tell you that something you done ate ain't the way it was when she was growing up. It done changed it and fucked it up some kind of way. Yeah, and that's that. They gonna keep fucking shit up. As long as you keep running to them for your nourishment. Boxes and cans and bags of bullshit. So we gotta stay out of that shit, man, and don't get into the illusion that being ripped or cut or body sculpting and all that has anything to do with health. Like, it really don't have shit to do with health. Like, true health. And that's what I'm saying. Guru's a prime example of that. He just died, ripped the fuck up. Like, man, who the fuck want to be cut up in a casket? Like, what good is that? Of course, we gonna all gotta die someday, but yeah, when you old, you ain't gonna be worried about that shit anyway. When you get to a certain age, gravity gonna, you know, take effect. But that's not the point, though, man. I'm just saying that don't let that be your focus. Spend time in the gym, 2 hours in the gym, and leave there and head to McDonald's. Like, you working against yourself. Focus within first. Let your health take care of itself from the inside out. Look back at it. Think about our ancestors. Even today, you don't hear or see indigenous people working out like that, hitting the gym, and that's just not part of their life. They don't have to do that because they everyday, normal, natural, daily activities keep them in tip-top shape. Whether they just playing, doing the things they do as a community, sports and activities, or if it's working and hunting and building shit, just their normal daily lifestyle is a healthy one. And motherfuckers still have the nerve to talk to me about weed. When niggas is dying of diabetes and shit. Young niggas dying of diabetes. I'm doing this. We've been doing this for thousands of years. Ain't lost nobody yet. Y'all will waste your time and talk to me about that shit. Why? Because you don't want to deal with McDonald's. You don't want to talk about it. Sugar crack and all the shit that you own and your kids own. I don't want to deal with your shit, man. Guru, Treese O'Neal, MC Breed, Pun. These brothers ain't died from no weed. No drugs, really. We don't even die from drugs like other celebrities. Rock stars and shit going out from all kind of other type of reasons except fast food and shit. That's the #1 killer. Some of y'all too young to remember the Human Beatbox from Fat Boys died from a heart attack. Like, that shit is not the thing to be, man. A fat boy. Like, that shit ain't cool. Fat boy, heavy this, big this. I'm looking at that nigga Rick Ross the other day with his shirt off and shit. Looking like a fucking faggot with his arm around some other niggas and shit. And that shit is supposed to be fly or sexy some kind of way to somebody. Cause money make you motherfuckers come, right, ladies? You let that nigga motherfucking full of goddamn mucus lay up on you. That shit, if you knew what was up under all that shit, you wouldn't let that nigga touch you. You wouldn't let him near you. And let me just say this too, because I know I talk a lot of fat boy shit. I be saying a lot of shit like that. It might sound crazy coming from somebody who's supposed to be helping people get healthy and shit, but I don't really have no sympathy for fat people and shit like that, or stupid people either. That's shit you might hear me say. You might hear me say stupid motherfuckers, stupid fat motherfuckers. I don't have no real sympathy for it, because you can learn and you can lose weight. These are things you can change about yourself. So I don't fuck all that being nice, sugarcoating shit for you. I don't have time for that. So if it make you mad and hurt your feelings, then do something about it. That's all you can do. Shit. Get your shit together. Lose weight or learn something. And that way I can't call you fat and stupid no more. And that's the way you handle that type of shit. You ain't gonna never hear me talking about somebody who has no control over what's wrong with them. That's just mean. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be cruel, but I don't have sympathy for fat motherfuckers. And I used to be a fat motherfucker too. So let's get that straight. My inner fat person has been dead. I don't have no more sympathy for that nigga. Don't give a fuck about him. For real. He got his shit together. Do the same. So that's just me, man. I'm not Dr. Africa. Sorry. But yeah, that was basically all I had to say about it, man. Can't keep taking ourselves out. Just committing suicide out this motherfucker. It's basically what we doing. That nigga Fife from Tribe Called Quest. He dying right now from diabetes that he acquired. Like, y'all need to listen to what you're saying. He acquired diabetes, man. It's not a fucking cold. You ain't catch it. Like, it's not some shit you just accidentally, oh, I don't know where this shit came from. I just got diabetes. Well, I don't know what the fuck happened. You know, man, you made yourself sick. That man he got enough sense to know that he's a sugar addict. That's what he said. I got an addiction to sugar. I know it. Like a crack. He know he's a J. A J is short for junkie. In case y'all don't know, that's what we call junkies down here. He's a J, man. Nigga is a sugar J. And he knows it. And he know that shit is killing him. Sugar. Like sweets. Like shit out the fucking candy store. That you thought all your life was harmless. Y'all go look at Fife, man. Y'all go look at that movie. Look at dude, man. That's serious when you got an addiction. Like, I don't even know. You know, that's some crazy shit. Like, you can't just tell somebody to quit. Pun had an addiction. It's the same thing. A lot of y'all have addictions. But you can free yourself from addictions. Just like drug addicts do. Just like alcoholics do. And everybody don't require no 12-step program to do it. But it can be done, man. You're going to have to break these addictions and get off them drugs so y'all can heal yourself. You're not getting no younger. It don't get no easier. And I know that's really where most of you are at. Once you get a certain age, you just don't give a fuck no more. It's like, fuck it, I done fucked up all these years. You don't even have the motherfucking willpower, the energy, the drive, whatever it is that's necessary to make the kind of change you need. You might know full well what you need to be doing or what you should not be doing. You just done lost hope. You just discouraged because you done got to a certain point in your life where you just say, man, been fat all this time. You think that's just who you are now. You don't have to accept that as your fate. You still have a chance every day that you breathe. If you wake up tomorrow and you do this, I mean, if you wake up tomorrow, you're going to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You breathing. So that means you got a chance to do that shit right, man. You got an opportunity to make a right decision, the right decision that day. Every second is your chance. Every second you got a chance to turn your life around. Every fucking second you are making decisions. Every time you look in that fucking refrigerator, you deciding whether you live or die. It's a matter of life or death, man. This ain't no game. Like, I don't know what else we need to see. I don't know who else need to die. I don't know what else has to happen for people to take this shit serious. I don't get it. Well, That ain't true. It's just been so long that I guess I forgot. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to me to just take myself back to that point. Because I had to be addicted to at least cooked foods. Yeah, I was addicted to certain processed foods. I remember getting shakes and going through withdrawals when I couldn't get certain things. But it was a matter of life or death for me. When it became a matter of life or death for me, and it made my decisions easier. And that's what it's got to be for you. It's got to be a matter of life or death, not a matter of taste or choice or preference. That's just your thing, it's my thing. My thing is life. Is your thing death? My thing is to be healthy. Is yours to be sick? Because that's what it's boiling down to. My thing is to be fit. Your thing is to be fat. Simple. Just look around, man. No, I'm not the only one with family members dropping like flies. Ones that ain't dead on medication to keep them from dying. Then already been through some type of surgery to prevent something from taking them out. Still at that age though, where people not, I guess, not paying attention. I'm still young enough for them to just feel like shit ain't caught up with me yet. Cause they don't have the kind of examples I got. They don't know that I know of older people who don't never get sick. Who ain't on no pills for nothing. I hardly know a person my age who ain't on no pills for nothing. Anything, period. No pill. Who don't own no pills. I don't own pills, period. Not even an aspirin. I don't have no aspirin in my house. How many people you know your age can say that? 20 years old. I know people on goodies like I'm on fucking smoothies. My daily. You popping something. So I just trying to say, as Dead Prez said, we got to start taking better care of ourselves. We have to. We don't want our life expectancy to be 45 years old. It seems like that's what we're working on. 45, 55. Make it to 60. You an old ass man around here nowadays. Scripturally, that's only half of your life expectancy. Even if you just believe in the scriptures, like some of y'all still on that. You know you're supposed to get 120. How is it all your Christian relatives ain't making it to 60, 70? Don't tell me about great-great-grandmama. One person you know who lived to be 80 something, 90 something. You might know one or two motherfuckers did that. Just to be observant, just be aware, just be responsible for your own health. Be healthy. Peace.
Check it. Come on.